This is a perfect opportunity for me to bring up something with you about this exact issue.
Okay.
So I'm a big nerd, if you didn't know already, and we played Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So I finally got the sack, which is what we call our group together. Like I finally convinced them, all of them, the husbands and wives, to play Dungeons and Dragons in the basement. Got all together. Now, it is extremely difficult to get 8 adults with how many kids between us? Like 15 or more?
Hella kids.
Kids everywhere. Find a babysitter. I
thought we were letting this dog lie.
No, this is perfect. This is a perfect opportunity.
Dog's awake.
This is perfect because he said some men will choose that over other activities. This is a perfect situation. Perfect.
He said kids' birthday party.
No, what he said, but hers was.
Okay.
Yeah. So
she's not talking about me.
We get a.
What if she was thinking of this exact example?
She might be. Maybe she was. I don't know. But so we played a session or two, and then we played another one. We had one scheduled. It was on a Sunday, and Colin's like, "Hey, can we like watch the Chiefs game like during the D&D session?" And I'm like, "Not really. I don't want to, because if you ever played this game before, right? The killer of it is distractions, because you constantly have to refocus, right? It's theater of the mind. It's not like anything's happening. It's all like."
And I had never played D&D.
No, this is like the third.
No, I'm saying it's before meeting you.
Yeah,
I do like me some D&D.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun. You just do whatever you want. It's pretty fun.
Pretty much. Yeah,
I actually enjoyed it.
There's the actually.
Yeah.
But I think
actually, yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, well then let's just like. Essentially, you're like, this. I was like, I don't really want to do that. You're like, okay, well, like, just like, let's not do it. Let's just
watch the game.
Let's just watch the game. And I'm like, what? It's so difficult to get all 8 people together in a room with babysitters with enough time to play this game. And you're like, no, let's squander the opportunity and watch a game that you can watch every single week. And it still to this day blows my mind.
Well, because you were more focused on the game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
I was focused on hanging out with my friends.
Yes.
And hanging out with friends, kid-free, is sweet. So I really want to watch the Chiefs play. And everyone is a Chiefs fan, but you two, let's just watch the game and hang out together. We're still going to have fun. And you didn't like that answer.
So
didn't you miss the Steelers game too?
The Steelers game was on at the same time. And I'm like, I don't have to watch it, because I can watch the next one and I can see the outcome, and I can like, this is like, I can do it every week. This is a unique opportunity.
I'll also throw this out there as the arbiter of this debate here that we're having here, that Dave invited everybody to Dave's house to put this on. I think you even said like, we're gonna have snacks and all this stuff. So Dave was playing host to bring guests over. And Colin asked if, hey, at your party at your house that you invited us to, can we watch the Chiefs game? As I sat back and was
feel like it's a pretty standard. Hey, is the game going to be on?
Well, it went from is the game going to be on to no to can we put the game on? And then it was like, no.
This is why I just didn't think it's that big. Like, let's just watch the game. The whole breakdown was, and me and Dave came to this consensus a long time ago, is he was concerned about D&D.
Yeah.
Which all his concerns were valid. My thing was, I thought the main focus of the get-together was to kick it with the friends.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so who cares if we don't play this game? Let's just watch the Chiefs game.
But also, like, if you run a D&D session, it's not, you don't just set up. Like, it's like hours of prep.
And I didn't know that. I mean, we talked about this.
Yeah.
I was insensitive to all that because I didn't know what went into it, dude.
But then one of your arguments was, we have the rest of our lives to play D&D. Why don't we just watch the Chiefs games this time?
Because to your point,
that blows my mind.
You're never gonna that exact game is never gonna go again. Like, you're like, you can watch all the games. You're never gonna see that game ever again.
I mean,
right or wrong,
highlights.
Right or wrong.
Same.
No,
highlights.
It is not this. Then why do you tune in every week to watch the Steelers? Why not just watch the highlights?
No, sure. If there is,
because it's not the same.
Of course, it's not exactly the same, but it's a substitute that exists. There's no substitute. Again, I can watch. If you don't watch this game, you can watch the highlights and get just the gist of it. If you don't play D&D, there's nothing. There's no like highlights. There's nothing like that. It's either we do it now or we don't, or we have to wait 4 more months to maybe find another situation.
But you also waited until like we argued back and forth for hours to say like, dude, I put a lot of work into this and setting all this up. If I would have known that from the jump, I'd have been like, oh, all right. I didn't know you were putting in all the legwork behind it. Like, I thought you were just the guy that like there was a template and you're the dungeon master and you just run it off. And if we do something, you make this decision. I didn't know you were doing like building a story and stuff. If I would have known that, I'd been like, yeah, all right, dude. That's very insensitive of me,
bro. The first session, I literally had a map built with all this stuff on it. You think that just like fell from the sky?
I thought, yeah, you purchased it, bro.
Okay.
You just purchased it and it's there.
but
like every other board game you have every other board game you got down there, dude.
Dave was setting
you
up
buy it
Tuesday,
and you lay it out.
Dave had
and you read the instructions.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's painting stuff. He's like, Colin's favorite color is green. I'm gonna make this one green for him.
Yeah. No, my favorite color is Kansas City Chiefs red.
Yeah.
No, but the argument is still just funny to me that we can play D&D the rest of our lives. There are like 500 football games every season, and you don't need babysitters for 4 families to watch it.
It's still sweet to watch it without them.
Dude, come on. That's crazy to me. Like,
I would say as a bystander who my team played at the evening game that day.
That's right.
So I was still able to make it and watch all of it.
Yeah.
You also miss more Cowboys games.
Not by choice.
I'm just saying, like in general, like
I said,
Dave and I will schedule out times where like he will literally, it'll just be us two and he'll sit on my couch and we'll just watch the Steelers play and then the Chiefs, or like we've done it before.
Yeah.
But like, so I don't know.
Here would be my argument in this. Again, I'm in the middle here. You asked Dave the question, is the game going to be on? Dave says no. You say, can we watch the game? Dave says, no, we need to focus on D&D. Why not at that moment something clicks in you without having to go on the explanation of he put this time into it, he did this, he's inviting me over to do this specific thing? Would that not click for you to be like,
no, because I'm just, but no, it didn't.
But like after 2 no's, is that just
It's
a salesman?
season.
Is that just a salesman
Sure.
in you that's just like,
maybe
I'm not taking no for an answer here?
to me, I'm like, this is mind blowing that we can't just have the game on.
Okay. I'm just saying, me personally, if I ask somebody a question and the first time is no, I'm not going back to the well. I'm just saying, okay.
That's why you're not in sales, brother.
I know. I'm not.
Also though, the game was on during the D&D session. And who was playing it?
Somebody else turned it on, not me.
Okay. And it wasn't me.
Yeah, I know.
And it wasn't anyone from my house.
I agree.
So I respected.
Yeah, 100%.
I respected the rules.
100%. 100%. I agree.
I also think you came in and was like, when's this bullshit going to be over?